Now that the 300 is out of production, the Pacifica is the only model in Chrysler's lineup and will be for the entire 2024 model year and maybe even beyond. Chrysler's planning to launch an all-electric SUV at some point, but isn't exactly sure when it's going to go on sale. And while it's not fitting in any way, one might consider it celebratory, considering the first Dodge and Plymouth minivans went on sale 40 years ago. They were followed by the Chrysler Town & Country in 1990, which was replaced by the Pacifica nameplate in 2017. The Pacifica got its last major update in 2021, but it's been doing pretty well. It's actually the best-selling minivan. It's available in a conventional model with a V6, but what we have here today is the Pacifica Plug-In Hybrid, which is the only plug-in hybrid minivan on sale. It's front-wheel drive and combines a V6 with what Chrysler calls the E-Flight transmission, which is a play on the old TorqueFlite automatic transmission name, but in this case is a CVT with 2 electric motors, which help drive the car and charge the battery through a regenerative braking effect. Total system output is 260 horsepower, but it is less than that when it's operating in all-electric mode, which you can do for up to 32 miles per charge. Unlike most plug-in hybrids, however, you can't lock it in all-electric mode. If it has a charge, it will try to keep the V6 off, but if you need extra power or if you're using a lot of climate control, it's going to kick it in to juice things up. It seems a little frustrating to me because one of the great things about plug-in hybrids is that you can drive them without ever using gas if you're only taking short trips. But if you do charge this up every night, it will at least use that energy in a blend with the gasoline. You'll want to do that at home because this doesn't have DC fast charging capability. On a regular home outlet, it takes about 14 hours to charge all the way, but with a 240-volt charger, you can do it in 2 hours. Prices start at $54,825, but this appropriately named top-of-the-line Pinnacle goes for $63,555, fully loaded. That does put this in the top tier of minivans, but it does qualify for the full $7,500 federal tax credit. The Pinnacle comes with nicer leather and is so fancy, you get a set of throw pillows with it. You get adaptive cruise control, 360-degree camera, self-parking system, all the goodies. As far as minivan stuff is concerned, the third row folds flat into the floor, and you can remove the second row captain's chair simply, but maybe not what I would call easily. They are a little heavy. The Pinnacle Seat 7 has 11 cup holders, hooks for bags all over the place, a drawer in the second row, and nice little slots for your wet umbrellas. There's also a fam cam you can use to keep an eye on everybody in the vehicle that lets you know if they're up to no good, so you can tell them you're going to come back there if they don't stop. As for my 6'1" scooch test, where I see how I fit in the second row with the front row set comfortably for me, I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with the pillow, but I do fit pretty well, although not much better than I would in a large 3-row SUV. However, there's plenty of room behind me to fit there, and in front of me there is an entertainment screen equipped with Amazon Fire and Blu-ray. That's old school minivan right there. When the battery is drained, the Pacifica has an EPA rating of 30 miles per gallon combined, which is very good and better than the regular Pacifica, the Honda Odyssey, or the Kia Carnival. But the Toyota Sienna, which is also a hybrid, gets 36 miles per gallon combined in front-wheel drive models and 34 with all-wheel drive. Of course, that is a conventional hybrid, not a plug-in, so if you keep this one charged up, you could make out ahead. All of today's minivans ride and handle much better than the wood-paneled models of yore, but I do think the Pacifica is the best of the bunch. It has very low winded road noise, is quiet enough to live up to its name, and it's probably as smooth as the last 300 I remember driving. I know a lot of people don't need a vehicle this big that carries this many people, but some of those 300 customers that grab one of these while they're waiting for whatever Chrysler has coming next might find they like it enough that they don't switch back. One thing to keep in mind about the Pacifica Hybrid is that while the regular V6 model has a tow rating of 3,600 pounds, this doesn't have a tow rating. It's really just for passengers and whatever you can fit inside of it.